morning, children. Our next topic is dictionary. While writing programs or working with programming languages, we often come across a term called data structure. So, data structures are the structures that hold and organize data or information. So, in the previous chapter, we discussed about list, which are nothing but a data structure that stores related data items. So, here in this chapter, we will study about another important data structure called dictionaries. Sequence, or say a collection with which we are already familiar, contains several items or operations performed one after the other. These are called sequence. A traffic light sequence is the most common example of a sequence which we encounter in our daily life. That is, if first which red light will come, then the yellow light, then the green light, and so on. This sequence will repeat, so on. So it is a sequence, that is, after one event, next event will occur, then the next one. So it is called a sequence. So Python has several types of sequence, such as list, which we have already studied in the last chapter. All these sequences share the following common features. So each sequence contains a finite number of elements. The elements are arranged in some order in the sequence. It is possible to iterate over the elements in the sequence according to their order. That is, iteration means we have to traverse through each element in that sequence. By using the for loop, we accessed each element in the list. That is called iteration. So it is also possible to check if an element is in a sequence or not. So let us discuss another type of sequence, which is unordered sequence, called dictionary. So a dictionary do not have a particular order. So let us see what are dictionary in Python. So you can use collections to create database like structures using Python. Each collection type has a different purpose, and you use the various types in specific ways. Important thing to remember is that collections are simply another kind of sequence. Here we are going to discuss a collection in Python which is known as dictionary. So a telephone directory can be compared to a dictionary in Python. So you know what is a telephone directory. Telephone directory will have the subscriber number and the name of the person whose number is this. Name, particular name, and the telephone number will be there in the telephone directory. So as in the telephone directory, a subscriber's number gets stored according to his name and address. So name becomes a key for reference and telephone number becomes the value to be searched for. Suppose in a telephone directory, each person's name and his phone number will be there. So name is the reference and what we refer to is the likewise if we want to get a phone number, we just have to search for the particular name, then only we will get the phone number of that particular person. So the phone number in that directory refers to the value and the name refers to the key. So Python in Python 2, we have a concept of key and value pair. So this key value pairs are called dictionaries. So dictionary is a key value pair. So in dictionary there is a key and a value associated with. So Python dictionary is an unordered collection of items where each item is a key value pair. So dictionary is a unordered collection of items where each item is a key value pair. So in dictionary there may or may not be a key value pair. So each item, like in a list, we had each items in a list. Likewise, in a dictionary, each item will be a key and its value. So both key and its value constitute each item. So we can also refer to a dictionary as a mapping between a set of keys and a set of values. So a key maps to a set of value. There is a mapping between a key and a set of value. So let us see what are the features of a dictionary. In dictionary, each key maps to a value. The association of key and a value is called key value pair. So in a dictionary, there is a key and a value. So each value is associated with a key, and this is called key value pair. Each key is separated from its value by a colon. The items are separated by commas, and the entire dictionary is enclosed in curly braces. So in a dictionary there is a key value pair, then key and value are separated by colon, then each key value pair is item. So each item is separated by commas. Keys are unique within a dictionary while values are not. So key should be unique, that is, the key should not repeat, but values can repeat. So values associated with each key can be same, but key should not be same. Keys are unique within a dictionary, but values may not. The value of a dictionary can be of any type, but the keys must be of an immutable data type, such as strings, numbers, or tuples. So this is an important point you should note. The value of a dictionary can be of any type. Suppose a dictionary always is enclosed in a curly braces. This type of brackets are called curly braces, and the key and corresponding value is just enclosed. Always key and value are separated by colon, then comma, next key, its corresponding value. So this is one item, this is another item. Each item is separated by comma. So you can note a key can be string, number, or tuple. So a key cannot be a list or a dictionary. A key in a dictionary should be always a string, number, or tuple, but it cannot be a list or a dictionary. But a value can be any data type. Dictionary is mutable. We can add new items or change the value of existing item. So dictionary is mutable like our list. But list is enclosed in square brackets. But dictionary, the items are enclosed in curly braces. So each dictionary is mutable. We can add new items or change the value of existing item. So, dictionaries are mutable, unordered collections with elements in the form of key value pairs that associate keys to values. That is, there is a relationship between key and its value. Like in list we had indices, like in list we had index, like in list we had 0 1 3 6. So suppose this is a list, it had an index position 0 1 2 3 etc. But in dictionary these index positions are replaced by keys and it is always written like this. Dictionary name, it is the syntax. Dictionary name is equal to curly braces open, key 1 colon value 1 comma key 2 colon value 2 comma key 3 colon value 3 etc. key n colon value n. So here this is the syntax of a dictionary. So dictionary is extremely useful data storage construct for storing and retrieving all key value pairs where each element is accessed by a unique key. So each element is identified by its key. So children, this is a item or an element. So this is another element. This is another element, another element. So each element is identified by its key. Each element is identified by its key. Like each element in a list is identified by its index. Likewise, each element in a dictionary is identified by its key. Suppose examples of a dictionary. So D is equal to curly braces. So likewise we created an empty list L equal to like this. We can create a dictionary, an empty dictionary like this. D is equal to curly braces opening and closing. Like this way we can create an empty dictionary. So here there is a dictionary dict1, it is the name of the dictionary, is equal to curly braces open, then R is a string. So this is the key colon, its value is rainy, comma S colon summer. These things are strings, so it is enclosed in single quotes. S colon summer comma W colon winter comma A colon autumn. So this is a item, this is another item, this is another item, this is another item. In each items R is a key, S is a key, W and A are keys. Now rainy, summer, winter and autumn are values. So there is a key value pair, key and value is there. So each key value pair represents an item or an element. Each key value pair represents an item. So you can see each key value pair is separated by a comma like this. Each key value pair is separated by a comma. Each key and a value, its value is separated by colon. Each key and its value is separated by colon. Then each key value pair, that is two key value pairs, are separated by comma. So let us see one example. Here there is a dictionary, empty dictionary. In that we are adding just these. D is an empty dictionary. Then we have created another dictionary, dict1 is equal to curly braces open in single quotes R colon rainy comma S colon summer comma W colon winter A colon autumn. Dict1 will print this dictionary. In the second example, R, S, W and A are keys, and rainy, summer, winter and autumn are the values associated with the keys. The keys of the dictionary should be always of immutable data type. That is, it should be either the keys. Here you can see keys are strings. R, S, W and A are strings. So, the keys should be always of immutable data type. That is, keys should be either string or tuple or a number, that is integer or floating point number. Now you can see another example here. D1 is a dictionary. D1 is equal to, in curly braces, 1 colon 1, 2 colon 2, 3 colon 3, 4 colon 4. Here you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4 are 1, 2, 3, 4. These are keys and these are values. Keys and values. So, the keys you can see are of type integer. So, we can have a dictionary with keys as integer values. And here also you can see both key and values are integers. So, it is a valid dictionary. Now, let us see different methods to create a dictionary. To create a dictionary, key value pairs are separated by comma and are enclosed in two curly braces. In key value pair, each key is separated from its value by a colon. So, first one is to create an empty dictionary. Create an empty dictionary. So, in list, how we created an empty list? L is equal to square brackets open and close. Likewise, if we want to create a dictionary D, we have to use curly braces opening and closing. Like this way, we create an empty dictionary D. Or we can use the function dict. D is equal to dict. So, this dict function will create an empty dictionary D. Now, first one is to create an empty dictionary. So, to create an empty dictionary, D1 is equal to curly braces opening and closing. So, you can see type will give the data type of the what it is given. So, data type of D1 is what? Class dict, that it is a dictionary. Class dict means dictionary. So, you can enclose key value pairs directly in curly braces. So, this D2, we are creating a dictionary D2 is equal to input keyboard, output printer, language Python, OS Windows 8. So, here input, output, language and OS are key. Then keyboard, printer, Python and Windows 8 are values. Then input keyboard is a key value pair. Output printer is a key value pair. So, when we print this dictionary, you see the output which is a dictionary. Next is the function dict is used to create a new dictionary with no items. This function is built-in function. That is, it is present in the Python application itself. We do not have to import it. It is a built-in function. Suppose D is equal to dict. You can see this is the function to create a dictionary. Like we created a list using the function list function. Likewise, list function. Likewise, we can create a dictionary using dict function. We can create a dictionary using dict function. Print D, our dictionary will be printed. Represents an empty dictionary. To add an item to the dictionary, we can use square brackets for accessing and initializing dictionary values like this way. D is an empty dictionary. So we are setting the value of key 1 to 1, key 2, 2, key 3, 3, key 4, 4. So let us see and create dictionaries. Okay children, let us create a dictionary. D is equal to curly braces open, close. So let us see what is, if we print this D, what will be the output. Print D. So you can see a curly braces open and close is there. So it implies an empty dictionary. Now we are just inserting some values. So first our value will be 1 and I am just giving a string. It can be ONE, comma 2 colon in single quotes TWO. So if we print this dictionary, you can see the dictionary is printed 1 colon 1 2 colon 2. Now suppose instead of this, if I give here in single quotes 1. So now here 1 is what? 1 is a string now. Now if we print this, this is also valid. Now here I am replacing this 1 with a list. The string, first string with a list, first value with a list. A square brackets 1 comma 2 comma 3. So here the value of key 1 is what? Is a list, and the value of key 2 is a string which is TWO. So let us print this. So you can see 1 is the key and its corresponding value is a 1 is the key and its corresponding value is a dictionary. It's a is a one is the key and its corresponding value is a list. 2 is the key and its corresponding value is a string. Now you can see a value can be a list. Now if I make this key, we studied that key cannot be a mutable data type. Key can be an immutable data type like string or tuple or numbers. Now I am making here our key, first key as list. So list is a mutable data type. So you can see what error is occurring. Now you can see error is occurred, and that error is unhashable type list. You can see this error occurs when we give any mutable data type as the key. Note this data error, this unhashable type list. This type of error occurs when you give the key as a, when you give the key which is a list. Whenever you give your key in the dictionary as a list, you get the error which is unhashable type list. This error always occurs whenever the key in the dictionary is a mutable data type list. Now I am giving the mutable data type. Instead of list, I am giving another mutable data type, that is dictionary. Curly braces, colon. So here I am changing the key as dictionary. Dictionary is also mutable, so we cannot create a key either list or dictionary. So let us see what error is. So you can see the error that has taken place, it is unhashable type dict. So you have to note it down. Questions usually come, why this type of error has occurred. So you have to write, it is because the key in the dictionary is of dict data type. We cannot give keys as either list or dictionary because they are mutable data types. So the key in the dictionary should be of immutable data type. Now here I am changing this into single quotes. So whatever I give inside the single quotes will be what? Will be a string. Now let us see, this error will be removed. Now error has gone because it is our key is now a string and its corresponding value is list, comma 2 is string, 2 is a key, TWO is a value. So this is how we create a dictionary. Now we can give dictionaries with roll number and its corresponding name, or name of a student and his corresponding marks in different subjects. So that can be given as name of a student, Arun, curly braces open, Arun is a string, Arun, then colon, then list, marks in different subjects, 23 in 2 subjects, comma. So this is an key value pair, comma, next key value pair. Next key is Varun, colon, square brackets. Now closing the brace. Now it is printed. You can see Arun is give first, then second Varun. And now again if I write this here, these dictionaries are called unordered because its order do not remain constant. Suppose first time if I print, it will be Arun will be first in the first position. If I print again, its order may change. That is, sometimes Varun will be, here you can see first position at index, there is no index, At first position Arun is there, second position Varun. But this order is not constant like in our list. This order may change. Only the thing is that just these values are identified by the keys. It is not referred by index, so its order is not constant. Sometimes Varun will be in the first position here and Arun will be in the second position. This order changes according, sometimes it changes, it is not, so it is called immutable unordered set. Mutable unordered set. So dictionary is called mutable unordered because the order of the key value pair does not remain constant. The order changes sometimes. Here it is coming same itself, but sometimes when we print it, the order changes. If we add few more values, its order constantly changes. A colon 5 comma V colon 45. Here it is same itself, but when we print, usually when we print it again and again, the order of the key value pair is changed. It do not remain in the same order. It is usually changed. So these dictionaries are called unordered set and mutable because its value can be changed. Okay, thank you children.